Hearing canceled for ex-Douglas County judge arrested at Buckhead nightclub. Atlanta. Former Douglas County Judge Christina Peterson was supposed to appear before a judge on Friday morning for a hearing related to her arrest at a Buckhead nightclub. However, Fox 5 Atlanta has learned the hearing was canceled. At this time, it is not known when the hearing will be rescheduled. Peterson was arrested on June 20th. According to an Atlanta police report obtained by Fox 5, an officer working an extra job at the Red Martini restaurant and lounge on Peachtree Road in Buckhead spotted a disturbance outside the venue and attempted to escort the woman from the premises. While assisting security in de-escalating the situation, the officer was approached by another woman, later identified as Peterson, who began screaming at the security guard and the officer. Police say she then forcibly pushed the officer in the chest. Despite the officer's attempts to assist the woman being escorted out, Peterson continued to interfere, swiping at the officer's hands.
As you come on to the page, kindly hit the like bell, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. And don't forget to put on the notification bell, so you can be notified when I drop the next video. Thank you.
Police say after a second push to the chest, Peterson was placed under arrest. However, she repeatedly refused to provide her identifying information, causing delays in her processing. Subsequent investigation allowed officers to confirm her identity. On the 4th of July, the Atlanta Police Department released several hours of footage connected with Peterson's arrest. In the footage, Peterson is visibly emotional while sitting in the back of the squad car, telling officers, "Book me in, unbuckle me and book me in." It's harassment, Peterson says in the footage. It's poli tricks. It also appears from the video that Peterson has confused the officer who arrested her with the man who allegedly attacked the woman she was reportedly defending. She accuses him of hitting the other woman and then putting her in handcuffs because she didn't agree with his disrespect of women. The new video corroborates Atlanta Police's position that she refused to give her name. Peterson was asked multiple times by several different officers for her personal information, but she refused each one of them. However, the video also shows that her friends at the nightclub told the arresting officer repeatedly that she was a judge and gave him her name before he left with her in the patrol car. Peterson is facing charges of simple battery and felony obstruction. She's set to appear before a magistrate court judge for a pre-indictment hearing. A day after her arrest, Peterson, her lawyer, and witnesses held a press conference declaring her innocence. The witnesses said Peterson tried to defend Alexandria Love from a vicious attack after an unidentified man accused her of cutting in front of him in a food truck line. "He viciously attacked me," Love said, "punched me in my face, and Judge Peterson was the only one to help me." Witnesses Madison Shannon Kelly and Alexandria Love insist the judge did nothing wrong. "I see this person flying by me and I didn't know who she was," Kelly told reporters. "But I know she helped my friend, and if she hadn't helped, I don't know what we would be saying today." One new piece of body camera footage seemed to corroborate their story. In it, an unidentified man told police that Peterson jumped in to help the girl out, before describing the former judge as tipsy. Georgia Supreme Court removes Christina Peterson from office. On June 25th, the Georgia Supreme Court ruled that Peterson should be removed from the bench. Additionally, she will not be eligible to be elected or appointed to any judicial office in Georgia for the next 7 years. The first-time judge for Douglas County has been the subject of 7 investigations since she took office in late 2020. The Judicial Qualifications Commission (JQC) decided in April that Peterson was guilty of systemic incompetence because she ignored courthouse rules, abused courthouse personnel, made inappropriate posts on social media and, in repeated cases, failed to do her job. The decision came after 4 separate hearings that began in September 2023. She faced 30 counts of misconduct. In their ruling, the justices agreed with the JQC's findings related to the matter. Peterson was in her last year on the bench. She recently lost her bid for re-election.
The state Supreme Court issued its ruling in the case of embattled probate judge Christine Peterson. The High Court ruled the Douglas County probate judge should be removed from office immediately. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is in Douglas County, live for us tonight with the latest. Kevin.
Christine, voters had already voted to remove Christine Peterson from office. She lost her primary earlier this year, but now the state Supreme Court says she's got to go right away. It would appear business as usual at the Douglas County Probate Office, but it's not. Judge Christina Peterson is out.
Thank God something did happen.
The community has been buzzing about this one. The Georgia State Supreme Court saying in its Tuesday morning ruling, quote, the judge exhibited a consistent pattern of misconduct that stemmed from willful misconduct in office.
People just kind of get a big head once they get into whatever, area they're in, and they're like, oh, I can get away with anything.
They held to a higher standard, so, you know what I'm saying, they gotta do what's needed for the community.
The state high court decision follows a recommendation by the Judicial Qualification Commission to remove Peterson. It found she violated 28 of 30 counts against her. The Fox 5i team has detailed many of the missteps, including asking the public to cash app her birthday gifts on social media.
Oh, no, not a judge. She get paid too much anyway. No, sir, she get paid entirely too much money to ask for some cash out.
The court noted Peterson denied a taxpayer due process by not allowing her an attorney after a discrepancy over a marriage license. Peterson's attorney, Lester Tate, told Fox 5, quote, we were able to provide her with a vigorous defense, getting numerous counts dismissed, even though we lost the ultimate battle today.
There's some old sayings right, about, you do as a child when a child, but then you do as an adult when you get older.
All right. Now, Peterson was supposed to remain in office through the end of the year. Now, an interim must be appointed. It's worth noting that Valerie Vi won her race against Peterson during the primary season. So it'll be interesting to see if she is appointed. That will be happening via the judge who will make at the courthouse to make that appointment. It's also worth noting that the assault against a police officer, the alleged assault against a police officer that Peterson is facing, that had nothing to do with today's decision. Reporting live from Douglasville, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
According to Fox 5 Atlanta, Douglas County probate judge refutes felony charges. Atlanta police charged Christina Peterson with felony obstruction and simple battery of a police officer following an incident at the Red Martini restaurant and lounge in Buckhead. Eyewitnesses insist Peterson is innocent.
Former probate judge Christina Peterson is not backing down after she claims she was falsely arrested for assaulting an officer while at a nightclub last month. Peterson was set to appear for a hearing related to the June incident, but according to Fox News, the hearing was canceled and there's no word of when it will be rescheduled. Peterson went on to write, these are not bad elected officials. These are bad actors in the community who are not happy with the duly elected black leadership. Apparently, the judge believes there is an ongoing plot to rid her county of black officials, and this attack includes framing her for assaulting a police officer. Peterson was arrested on June 20th and charged with willful obstruction of law enforcement officers by use of threats or violence and simple battery against a police officer. According to the original police report obtained by Fox 5, the Douglas County judge allegedly hit an officer on the head at Red Martini restaurant and lounge. The report claimed the judge appeared to be under the influence and refused to identify herself to officials. Following her release from jail, Peterson called her arrest a setup and insisted she was trying to help a woman who was being attacked by men when she accidentally hit the officer. Peterson alleges she has bruises, a black eye, and a swollen knee from the incident. 2 witnesses have come forward in Peterson's defense, speaking at a press conference. Peterson also posted footage which shows a different angle from the night of the alleged incident. In the video, you can see a man and woman get into a physical altercation followed by multiple women trying to break up the fight. The idea that a Good Samaritan, who was helping a woman that was being viciously attacked, Alexandria Love, could be arrested and the man, who was viciously attacking the woman, did not get arrested speaks to other issues that will be addressed at a later time, Marvin Arrington Jr., the lawyer representing Peterson, said. According to Arrington, Peterson and Love are both victims and should have been treated as such. He called out the Atlanta Police Department, APD, saying there are inconsistencies in the officers' statements.
Judge Peterson still serving out the last year of her term, apparently having a night out at the Red Martini restaurant and lounge in Buckhead. According to an unofficial police report obtained by the Fox 5i team, she, quote, appeared to be under the influence when she punched an Atlanta police officer in the head.
After I had an attorney, it would have went to my attorney.
Probate court judges don't normally land in the spotlight, but allegations of bad behavior by Douglas County Judge Christina Peterson just keep piling up. Last year, a state oversight panel accused her of, quote, systemic incompetence after a lengthy judicial misconduct investigation, recommending her removal from the bench. Among the accusations, hauling a bride from Thailand to court, then tossing her in jail because she tried to correct a marriage certificate.
Did you go to this hearing with any idea that you may be going to jail? No.
But now, Judge Peterson faces the criminal justice system herself after her felony arrest on allegations of punching an Atlanta police officer in the head. It's just the latest in a long line of controversy surrounding the judge, soundly defeated in her Democratic primary last month by Douglasville attorney Valerie Vi. At one point last year, the State Judicial Qualifications Commission had her facing 50 counts of violating the Judicial Code of Conduct, later reduced to just 20. The committee describing her as, quote, spiteful and vainglorious. Peterson, meanwhile, saying in a JQC hearing that the real tragedy is that she didn't get enough credit for making county history.
I'm the first African-American female and Democrat. Yes.
Any publications that you're aware of that ever acknowledged that fact?
I was never celebrated or congratulated.
Other accusations by the JQC? Threatening her homeowners association, making inappropriate social media posts promoting her part-time acting career, holding an after-hours wedding inside the courthouse without security screenings, and violating the rights of a Henry County mother by ordering her jailed for trying to amend her marriage license. That mother ordered jailed for 48 hours, then fined $500 for contempt. Before her arrest, Peterson had been expecting a decision this month from the Georgia Supreme Court on whether to remove her from office.
You can read the record, it's available. So I have good faith in the Supreme Court that they'll read the record and make an actual viable opinion.
Now, there's more to this story. Police documents say that after striking the officer, Judge Peterson wouldn't give her name, with officers fingerprinting her at the jail, but her name not coming back on file. The report says she told the officers to call a sergeant who told them she's a Douglas County judge. Johnny Edwards, Fox 5 News.
In Atlanta tonight, APD has just released body cam video of the incident that led to the arrest of Douglas County probate judge Christina Peterson.
On its Facebook page, police say in the moment, Peterson forcibly pushed an officer in the chest as he tried to assist security by escorting a woman out of the Red Martini restaurant and lounge Thursday morning. But the original arrest warrant says Peterson struck the officer with a, quote, closed fist.
APD says that officer was working an approved extra job at the time. Later in the video, Peterson appears to refuse to provide her name to the officer on several occasions. Peterson is charged with felony obstruction and simple battery of a police officer.
But earlier today, Peterson's lawyer told Fox 5 she was trying to help the woman you saw in the body cam video. He says Alexandria Love had been attacked. And this is video one of the witnesses recorded of Peterson on the ground being detained by officers.
Love says a man attacked her in the line for a food truck. Judge Peterson was in tears today as a witness spoke in her defense.
I see this person just flying by me, and I didn't know who she was, but I just know she helped my friend, and if she hadn't helped, I don't know what we would be saying today.
Peterson's attorney is asking police to find and arrest the man who they say attacked Alexandria Love. They're also urging Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis to personally review the case and dismiss all charges.
Good afternoon, everyone. All right, good afternoon. My name is Marvin Arrington Jr. I'm the attorney representing Christina Peterson. I want to thank you all for being here today. As the investigation continues to unfold and more facts come to light, we believe that Judge Christina Peterson will be completely exonerated of these charges. At least 2 eyewitnesses have stated that Judge Christina Peterson will only try to help Ms. Love, who was being brutally and viciously attacked by a man outside of the Red Martini nightclub. Ms. Kelly and Miss Love. Miss Kelly is the friend of Miss Love, the woman that was attacked. They simply want to know why the man was not arrested and why was Judge Peterson arrested for simply trying to be a good Samaritan and help a woman that was in distress. We are anxious to see the video from Red Martini nightclub and other nearby businesses. as well as footage from the police body cameras. Based on the eyewitness testimony and the female victim, we believe the videos will confirm that Judge Peterson should not have been arrested. We look forward to her complete exoneration and dismissal of these charges. We call on the Atlanta Police Department to arrest the man that was seen in the video assaulting Ms. Love viciously and violently. We call for the immediate release of any and all body camera footage from this incident and any other footage obtained by the police. We call on the Atlanta Police Department to dismiss these charges against Judge Peterson. This is living proof of no good deed goes unpunished. The idea that a good Samaritan who was helping a woman that was being viciously attacked could be arrested and the man who was viciously attacking the woman did not get arrested speaks to other issues that will be addressed at a later time. We call on District Attorney Fonnie Willis to personally review this matter and to dismiss these frivolous charges. At this time, I'm going to ask Miss Kelly, who is the friend of Miss Love, the lady that was being attacked, to come forward and to make a brief statement.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is not something that I really wanted to speak on, but when I saw that someone was arrested for simply helping my friend was being viciously attacked, and I saw a perfect stranger that I had never seen before in my life do something that I wasn't even brave enough to do. She stepped up and helped my friend. This man was 3 times my friend's size. I was trying to grab men around us to help. So by the time I turn around, I see this person just flying by me. And I didn't know who she was, but I just know she helped my friend. And if she hadn't helped, I don't know what we would be saying today. So I want to thank you. And that's all I had to say.
And now we will hear from Miss Love, who was the woman that was being viciously attacked.
Hello, good afternoon, you guys. My name is Alexandria Love. I am the woman that was attacked Thursday morning, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, by a man I don't know. He pushed me down. I scraped my elbows. He viciously attacked me, fist force, punched me in my face. And she was the only one that helped me. She the only one that was grabbing to help me. Everyone else in that video was his friends, grabbing him, trying to grab him, but could not attain him. She was the one that was grabbing him. She didn't mean to hit the officer. The officer swooped in and grabbed me up. He didn't even care to see the big man that was actually brutally hitting me in my face. So when she seen him grabbing me, she didn't know it was the officer. She thought I was still being hurt and attacked.
The officers walked up after. She was already on the ground and the guy was in front of her face. Officers was nowhere in sight.
Nowhere.
Because I would have grabbed the officer, but I was grabbing strangers and the guys with the red shirts that worked for Red Martini. If there was an officer there, I would have talked to the officer. Officers was nowhere on site until after this lady was already in a police car.
And 5 police cars came. They all left when they took her. I had to sit there
and call 911.
It just feel horrible that nobody actually helped me. I have never been in that situation before in my life.
So, as you can hear, the officers did not even take the statements of Ms. Love, nor of Ms. Kelly or any of the other witnesses. They did not detain this gentleman, and we believe that this is a travesty of justice. And we're calling on the Atlanta Police and the District Attorney to dismiss these charges immediately and to charge this man for his violent acts.
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you for watching.